My name is Shallon Chapman, and I'm with the firm RLB. I'm a manager of the condo team. I've been involved in condos for about a little over 15 years now and involved with CCI for several as well. So the importance of having an audit completed. The Condo Act states that any corporation that has more than 25 units needs to have an audit completed. If a corporation has less than 25 units, then you can waive the audit, but 100% consensus is required. While this may save the corporation money, an audit is strongly advised every year for every corporation. The reason that this is important is that audited financial statements are included in the status certificate as one of the key documents that are being reviewed when a unit is sold or purchased. Audited financial statements provide confidence that the board is doing their due diligence and having an audit completed, as well as ensuring that the statements are materially correct. It also provides insight into the board's governance. Are they following the Condominium Act? Now, there is no condo police, but if there was, the audit report might be the closest thing from a financial perspective. Are there any contraventions of the Act? And that would be found in a separate paragraph on the audit report. Some of the most common contraventions would be an interfund balance. This is when the general fund owes the reserve fund and is essentially borrowing from the reserve. If the reserve fund study hasn't been updated in the last 3 years, as well as the corporation is not making the required contributions per the reserve fund study. The financial health of the corporation is essentially the real value of the corporation. Being strapped for funds, issuing special assessments, and requiring loans may have an impact on future sales of the units. While keeping fees low and consistent sounds great, it may not be enough to cover the costs of the corporation. As we know, costs are rising, and your condo corporation is not exempt from this. So it really is important to budget effectively. This is why having a basic understanding of how to read and interpret financial statements is so important. It's about planning for future projects, ensuring vendors are paid on time, and maintaining the corporation overall. As a board member, understanding how to budget is essential. Normally, you will see a break-even budget, which means you're bringing in just as much as you're spending, but this may not actually address what the corporation needs. Is the corporation in a deficit, meaning the corporation owes more than it owns? Then maybe you want to do a surplus budget where the plan is to bring in more money than what you plan on spending. Does the corporation have a good financial position? Then maybe budgeting for a deficit budget may be an idea where the corporation plans to keep the fees consistent and using some of the excess costs to be covered by the previous year's surplus. My top 3 things to focus on when reviewing a set of audited financial statements would be: the first is the opinion paragraph from the auditor. Ideally, you want to see a clean report stating that the statements are fairly stated. The second one would be, as previously mentioned, are there any contraventions? The third one is a general fund balance. Is it in a deficit? That means the corporation owes more than it owns. It puts stress on the board to make payments to vendors on time or have the funds to make necessary repairs. Having a deficit may also mean that a special assessment is looming. So this is when I plug the CCI events that address financial literacy, such as the director's course. There's also a Money Matters event coming up on July 8th at the Forefathers Brewing in Cambridge. And this is going to be similar to financial speed dating, where you get one-on-one financial advice on things like reserve funds, audits, financial services, and insurance. There are also some guides found on the CAO website that can provide more in-depth information on condo finances, condo reserve funds, and governance, to name a few. Your condominium is one of your largest investments, so it's important to protect your investment by having an understanding, at the very least, the financial aspects of it.